Hey everyone, and welcome back to our podcast, It's Healthy Podcast. So, in today's episode, I'll try something different. I will let you listen to someone, and then we would talk about this subject a little bit more. So, hope you enjoy.
If someone says, I've got an overacid stomach, my question is, how do you know? I know it's acid because it keeps coming up here. Well, the problem's not the acid. The problem is this little gate here. You see that little gate called the cardiac sphincter? It should be closed, and if it's closed, no acid will come up. So why would acid come up? Because that little gate is weak. Why would it be weak? A lot of people today have breakfast like a pauper, lunch like a pauper, and dinner is the king and the queen together. And then they lie down at night and gravity presses against that little cardiac sphincter, weakening it. Well, that little sphincter is a muscle, and when it's relaxed, it's closed. And when it tightens, it opens. So stress when all the muscles tighten can open it. So two things will heal reflux or heartburn. One is eat breakfast like a king, lunch like a queen, and dinner like a pauper, or you say supper.
Okay, so her name is Barbara. I like her very much. What exactly I like about her is that when she has this kind of speeches, she tries to explain what happens with our body, like she's speaking with an 80-year-old kid. And she also tries to explain like what nature asks for us to do in order to have a very strong health and to enjoy life. And whatever she does, like whatever she says, it's about common sense. It's nothing like pills or medication or whatever. Also, what she recommends is like plants, like using plants as much as possible to heal yourself and to not rely only on modern medicine like pills and drugs and whatever it's on the market over there and or whatever they promote out there, because in this way the modern medicine will help you much more when you really need it. So until then, use nature. But until you reach that point where you need the modern medicine, you can rely on nature and on common sense to help you keep your health strong and to keep yourself healthy. So, what she explains over there, it's practically common sense because nature tells us wake up early in the morning, eat breakfast like a king, uh, eat lunch like a queen, and then like a poor person in the evening. So, what we actually do these days is that we wake up around 9, 10, 11 a.m. in most of the cases, eat lunch like a poor person, okay? And then we don't have a meal schedule. So we leave the meals like when we feel hungry. And then we eat lunch the same, like very, very easy, something like a salad or fruits or I don't know, whatever, around 2, 3 p.m. And after that, we eat dinner around 7 p.m., 8 p.m., 9 p.m., maybe other times later than that, like 10 p.m., because we are very hungry, because we don't have any snacks, and all of these things. So then in the evening, when we just eat and then we go to sleep, all of that like makes common sense. Like it's common sense that the the gravity just pushes because we don't allow our body, yeah, we don't allow our body to digest the food. So because of that, it stays over there in our stomach. That's the biggest problem. So the nature says, look, Guys, don't eat after 6, don't eat after 7, because it's bad for you. But actually, what we are trying to do is to twist the reality and to twist the nature and try to think that we can, by twisting the nature should adapt to us and to our schedule. And we are making a very big mistake when actually we should adapt to the nature. Like when the sun is rising, when the sun goes down, and try to adapt accordingly and try to go to sleep early and eat properly and have a meal schedule and so on, so on, so on. But because our screens, blue light, and many other things in our lives, we try to twist the nature. The problem is that we twist it every single day, just a little bit by bit, and then on a period of 5, 10 years, it's just like a spring. You twist it, and you contracted the spring, and then you don't have enough power to hold it over there. So basically, it reverses back towards us. So we get ill, we have different problems with our back, with our knees, with our stomach, with our intestines, with our heart, and many other things. And then we think, oh, what happened? What did I do wrong? Oh, I need medicine. Oh, I need the modern medicine. I need pills. We need drugs, and so on. So then you rely on the modern medicine to correct something or to help you with something that you didn't do, or you done it wrong for a period of 5, 10 years, which it's ridiculous. It can't happen. It can't. Or if it's happening, if it helps you, the modern medicine, all the pills and stuff like this, it will help you with a cost, because everything comes with a cost. So you'll have to understand if the cost that you pay is the fair one or not. So this is what she tries to explain here, that the simple thing that you can do and the common sense, applying common sense, the simple thing that you can do is to reverse back to what the nature tells us to do, what nature creates us to do and think and eat and drink and so on. So the first thing that you can do if you have any problems with that muscle that prevents the acidity to go up is to stop eating at 6 p.m. or maximum 7 p.m. Okay, if you are really, really hungry, this is what I recommend to lots of people. Eat some fruits. Okay, some blueberries, some grapes, some peaches, some an apple, bananas. That's it. Some simple fruits. Or you can have a spoon of peanut butter or almond butter, because the fats help you to feel full faster. So if you take just one spoon, you'll feel better. So you can go to sleep almost with an empty stomach. So you're basically you repair, like you let that muscle to relax. So basically will be the gate will be closed, will be sealed. So you will heal yourself by just doing this thing. Stop eating at 6 or 7 p.m. maximum. This is what I recommend in many audios, in many episodes. Stop eating over there. And guess what? If you don't eat until 8 a.m. or 9 a.m., you did fasting as well, because lots of people try to promote the fasting diet and all of that BS. So basically, every single person is doing fasting. If they stop eating at 6 p.m., at 7 p.m. maximum, usually when it's dark outside, you shouldn't eat. That's the main thing. You shouldn't eat. So now, in the modern life that we live today, we if we have dates or parties or weddings or events, okay, you can skip one or two times uh, per month, for example, these things, but don't go to sleep straight away. Go for a walk and then go to sleep. Leave around 2 3 hours um, a break after you eat. The second thing that you can do to prevent that, she recommends magnesium as well. And I said that for drinking water and for hydration. But what I also recommend, and what I saw many times, people are drinking liquids before, during, and after a meal, which is unbelievable. Like, you make the process slower and heavier. Why? Because you need the acidity in your stomach needs to be very high, very concentrated. The the highest it is, the acidity in the stomach, the highest it is, the easier is for the process of breaking down all the things that you eat. It's much easier, especially protein in your stomach. And she explains about this as well in other videos. And I think I'll do it in another episode. So by not having any liquid during your meal helps your uh, breaking phase of your meal in the stomach inside of the helps a lot, because the concentration of the acidity inside of the stomach will be higher. The more liquid you drink during the meal is like you dilute the acidity inside of the stomach, so it will be harder, like the food will stay in your stomach for a longer period than it should be, until, because then you just push the other organs to create more acid and so on. But anyway, besides that, this is what you have to think. This is what you have to know. The more liquid you drink during your meal time, okay, the harder the process of breaking down all the components of the meal. It's harder, will be harder, okay, especially protein. So what she recommends, and I'm totally agree with it, stop drinking water before the meal with 1 hour, and after the meal my recommendation is 2 to 3 hours, especially if you had fast food. uh, let's say 1 and 2 hours. Let's say not two, three. 1 and 2 hours. If you can, try to not drink anything like water, juice, or anything like this for 1 or 2 hours after the meal. Especially if you eat fast food like burgers, like pizza, anything else that is fast food, try to not drink water for 3 hours. It will help you a lot. And I'm doing this for around probably 4 3 4 years, and you can feel the difference. And you know that when you eat fast food like pizza, for example, and you have Coca-Cola or some juice or a beer or something like this, you feel bloated straight away. And this is the reason, because you also have a lot of carbs over there. So that's why you feel bloated, because you don't let you just dilute the acidity, the concentration of the acidity in your stomach. And that's why you feel so heavy. You don't let the nature do the thing that is designed to do. And if you try to analyze, for example, when you go to a restaurant, the first thing they ask is, what drinks do you want? And the drinks is on the table like all the time, which is not good, because this is what we are doing. This is how we educate ourselves to just have sips after sips of the drink that is on the table during the lunchtime, which is not the lunchtime, um, the mealtime actually, which is not okay. So one thing that you can do is this thing that she recommended, like eat eat a very big breakfast, eat a small lunch, and then eat as little as possible in the evening. Okay, so stop trying to twist the nature to adapt to your I don't know, desire, and try to get back to the nature. Get This is one thing. The second thing is stop drinking water during the mealtime. That's it. That's it for today. See you next time. Bye.